back to the Demon Slayer Gaming channel. Today we're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series. I'm taking a look at the Lost City of Amdapor Hard Mode. For the trash pools in here, they are broken up into different groups by barriers of eggs. So if you want to pull multiple groups, you will have to break these barriers so that you can access the next group. After the first barrier, there will be a locked door that will not open until you defeat the next group. These worm ads do have frontal cone abilities that you'll want to watch out for. The Griblins occasionally will cast a Fire 2 that you'll need to just move out of the large circle. It can be interrupted. When you reach the second group of eggs, ads will spawn as the egg's HP depletes. For the first boss, he will eventually cast Neurosquarma, which will create duplicates of everyone in the party. You need to watch where these duplicates are facing, because after a period of time they will release a large cone AoE in the direction they are facing. So you'll want to find the gap in between them. There will also be clouds that will lock on to one party member and follow them around. If you are touched by these clouds, then you will get a damage vulnerability debuff. So you will want to avoid these. The clouds can be run into the clones that are created from the boss's other ability, causing it to hit them and explode instead of your party members. The boss does have a televised frontal cone ability himself, so keep him facing away from the party. For the second area, there will be a large beam of light on each of the platforms. This beam of light will provide many debuffs to the enemies if you can pull them into it. So increasing the amount of damage they take, decreasing how much damage they do, and doing a slow debuff on them, meaning they can attack less frequently. So you'll want to grab the ads and pull them into the light. For the second and third group, many of them are spellcasters. So it will take a while to get them to come to the light, but you just have to stay in there and allow them to work through their spells, slowly moving towards you. Almost all of the spells are interruptible though, if you can interrupt one or two of them to help speed it up. For the second boss, Winged Lion, there will be several AoEs you'll need to watch out for. There are Ancient Arrow and Ancient Stone. Each of these will leave behind a AoE on the ground. When he casts Ancient Holy, he'll fly up into the air. and spawn adds underneath him that will need to be destroyed. When you cast Ancient Libra, each of the party members will receive a buff that either increases your earth resistance or increases your air resistance. Whenever he casts the Ancient Arrow and Ancient Stone and the sphere is left behind, if you have the Wind debuff, you'll want to walk into the Earth one. If you have the Earth buff, then you'll want to walk into the Wind one, as you'll take reduced damage from those elements with the buff up. When he spawns the extra ads, you'll just kill them really quickly. For the ads in the third section, once you get onto each of the platforms, then some of the gargoyles will come to life. Most of these groups have to be taken one by one, as the platforms to proceed to the next area are not available until they are defeated. Watch out for the large cone AoEs from the effigies, and the sprites are spellcasters, so they'll constantly be casting Banish on you. Banish 3 is your one that you'll want to interrupt most often. It is a longer spell cast. The mana idols just have single target abilities, so you'll want to just pop a tank cooldown to help you absorb some of the damage. They do have a large circular AoE around themselves, but it's not used very often. The mana pots have the ability Double Ray, which will hit multiple party members. And then they also have AoEs that will affect you if you are looking at them, so you just want to face away. These are televised by the eye on the enemy. For the final boss, Karibu, there is 3 different phases. The boss has the same abilities in essentially all 3 phases, but she alternates between the abilities healing her or dealing damage depending on which phase she is in. Glory is a frontal cone AoE that you'll just want to move out of. Regen is the White Mage's regen that's cast on the party. Cure 4 in the first phase will be a light circle that you'll need to step inside of, and for each person inside of the circle will reduce how much she heals for. When she shifts into the second phase, all of her healing abilities will now cause damage. So whereas regen previously was a circular bubble that would regen HP over time, it's now a black sphere that will decrease your HP over time. Cure 4 is a large AoE that's proximity based, so you'll want to move away from the boss. Cure 3 will be 2 AoEs on separate party members that would just want to spread out to reduce the damage to other party members. Decoy will spawn an additional ad that will want to be focused down by your party. Anytime you see the light circle for Cure 4, make sure that you're moving into it. But this should be it for the Lost City of Amdapor hard mode. Hope this helps you all out. If it does, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.